Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about Microsoft Azure SQL services. So let's talk about deployment methods. There are three types of Microsoft provides Azure SQL services: SQL virtual machine, managed instances, databases. So we have to understand the difference between these three services. What is SQL virtual machine? It's just a SQL server running on Azure Virtual Machine. It's best for migrations and applications require OS level accesses, like legacy applications support for OS level access. So that is the main purpose. We use Azure SQL over the virtual machine. What is managed instances? It's best for most lift and shift migration to the cloud. It's a PaaS service, platform as a service. It supports native virtual network. We can integrate your virtual network. So you have to create energy for public access. If you're looking for external access, so to create a network group to access your uh, service over the internet. What is a database? So it's the best option for a cloud application. Like you can use serverless options and hyperscale. It supported till 100 TB of data. It support. So these are the main differences between these three SQL services. So there are two types of authentications offered by Microsoft. Normally, SQL Server authentication is stored in database. So when you're creating the SQL database, so you have to provide a SCA account, service admin account. So that's one kind of traditional way. And another one is Azure support, Azure AD authentication. You can manage your identities over using Azure Active Directory. Okay, let's have a quick demo of Azure SQL database. So in this lab, we learn about how to get a Azure SQL server, create a database, and configure the database authentication, and how to allow client API over Azure SQL firewall. So then we will connect our Azure SQL database from our on-prem server or client using our SSMS application. Okay, let's go to the Azure portal. So here to go and search Azure SQL. Azure actually it's explain the features between the three. So when you choosing a create SQL, so here we can find the difference between the these three databases like SQL database, SQL managed instances, and Azure SQL over the virtual machine. SQL virtual machine is just a SQL service, SQL application bundled with your virtual machine image, OS image. So here I can select a SQL database. So here you can get the features already mentioned by Azure. So if you have any doubts, so you can go ahead, click show details. You will get the features of the services. Not only for SQL database, it's Azure provides the common feature. When you select the services, you can able to understand the features, what type of features it's provide. So what is the difference between the uh, other services? So it's SQL services. What is managed instances? What is virtual machines? So it's SQL Server and OS access. So as I said, for legacy application we can use it. So now we are going to create Azure SQL database. I'm just clicking the create single database, clicking create. So here I'm going to select my subscription, then select my resource group, then I'm providing a database name like test db1. Next, I have to choose a server. So I haven't created a server. I'm going to create now. So SQL DB app one. So here I'm certain location is East US. Then I had to choose authentication. So already available. So I'm using a SQL authentication default. Then I had to provide the credentials. So I already having credit noted here. So I'm using the credential. So my SQL server is ready. So here I can change the storage. So I don't want that like heavy one. So service there I can choose minimal one like a basic is enough. So based on recommend you can increase your services. It's service tier. So when you're going higher storage, you have to choose higher services. So I'm switching for only for basics. So I selected basics for 2 GB. Basic support up to 2 GB of storage. Yes, network key. So as of network connectivity, no access. Just clicking next. Then not now. There is no thing. So if you want to backup or anything, so you can provide here. Right now I'm leaving the default. So it's 359 INR for month. Now I have created a database. I selected this third one, database option. Okay. Manage instance is different, database is different. Main difference is here you will get the virtual network, native virtual network. Here you will not get that option, but here there is you can use firewall to access your network. Over firewall you can, using firewall you can access your database over the public network for any access. It's in progress. So I'm going to use my SSMS to access over the my on-prem network. So I'm going to access from my Windows client machine. I'm going to access Azure SQL over my Windows client machine. SQL SSM is getting open. It's slow, quite slow. It's okay. Created databases, created connection policy, and database server. Okay. Final is database in progress. Database creation in progress. Okay, I have a credential. Just I'm going to copy my credential here. Now I have to provide server name. So once created, I'll copy my server name Then I'll put here. Yeah, my Azure SQL database is ready. So it's my Azure SQL database. I'm just copying my credential. I'm going to access, but I cannot access now because I haven't allowed my client IP. It's asking, but I can access. Let's see what is my IP here. So I have to add my IP address on my Azure SQL server to access database. Okay. So it's my SQL server. Here I have to come to firewall and virtual network. Now I have to add my client AP. I am accessing uh, Microsoft portal from my client AP, so it's showing client AP. See what is my IP. So this is my IP address. So Azure already showing my IP address. Either I can just add a client AP, or I can provide a rule name and start IP and IP like this. So just adding my client AP. Okay, it's added now. I'm just clicking save. Once the rule is added, I can go and access my SQL database, Azure SQL database. It's SQL database. We created database service, Azure SQL database. I can see here DB is available, so I can go and access. If I want to create any table, I can go and create it. So this is my on-prem connection getting some slow. So when you're having good network connectivity, you can get it fast. Okay, so here I have shown Azure SQL database. I have already managed instance. I'll show you the managed instance as well. So you'll have some idea what is managed instance. So I have a managed instance. It's managed instance server. Here you can see this is my managed instance server. When you select networking, here you can see the network, virtual network. So Azure created a virtual network for this managed instances. So managed instance support a virtual network, but when you select in the Azure SQL server, there is no such kind of feature, but it support firewall to access your network. Or so that is the main difference between database and a instance. Okay, you should clear about this difference between managed instances and database and SQL virtual machine as a service. It's already infrastructure service, you know very well. But only thing is you have to understand managed instances and database. Difference between managed instances and database. Both pass service, but slight features good in database. So nowadays, most of them started using database. Thank you for watching. We will see it on another video. If you require any more videos about SQL and SQL database and about the backups I can provide in later videos. Thank you.